welcome to my new segment, Reiki Revelations. I'm doing it on a Thursday because that's the closest letter to R, because there's no R's in the days of the week. So, yeah. Today I'm super excited because this is my first one. So what Reiki Revelations is about connecting with people who are Reiki practitioners, Reiki masters, and finding out why they are working with Reiki and why it's so important. I'm really excited because today I've got the legend that is Melanie Pittman. Now, if you don't know who Melanie is, why not? Melanie has been working with Reiki for, is it like 9 years, 9 years?
Since 2004, I think. That's a lot of years. A lot of years.
A lot of years, but Mel is my Reiki master, so I've learnt loads and loads and loads about Reiki from Mel. So I'm super excited to have her here today. And let's get on with the Reiki Revelations, Mel.
Alrighty.
So my first question is, when was your Reiki revelation?
Okay, so my Reiki revelation, love that by the way, was age 11. So I was just started secondary school and I had my first experience of Reiki because my mum was part of a healing circle, and my best friend's mum was also part of the healing circle, and she gave me my first session of Reiki, and from then I was absolutely hooked.
That is really, really cool. So I'm thinking about 10 years ago then.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
Just
4 or 5.
Just about 10.
Yeah.
Not that long
so
ago.
30 odd years ago, we're going to be honest.
Oh, that is really, really cool. And has it been a part of your life the whole way through?
I think early teenage years I kind of dipped in and out a bit, and then I realised another revelation after having many more treatments with my Reiki master, sort of early 20s, maybe just before. I realised that Reiki isn't actually a gift that only certain people can channel, and I kind of connected with it, and understood that Reiki for me personally is in everybody anyway, and I think it's just taking you back to that energy healing, and that channeling of source energy that we all have the capability to do, but the attunements really enhance that. So from then on I decided to take a journey as a Reiki practitioner.
Love that, Mel.
Okay.
So I'm going to flip you back to your Reiki revelation and ask you what happened at that time and how did it affect your life?
It was just incredibly, obviously Reiki is massive in reducing stress, and at 11 years old you do have, as we spoke about earlier, pressure from all different angles. Your peers trying to fit in at school, your parents, your teachers, maybe even like a first boyfriend or whatever, and you have pressure, and it becomes overwhelming and you don't really know if you are capable of dealing with it, and that was certainly how I felt at the time, and Reiki just reinforced that power within me, that I have the resources that I need, that I can move forward, and it also helped to really calm and settle the clutter of thoughts and the anxieties and the worries that most 11-year-olds do feel.
And that's a beautiful thing to have that experience so young.
Yeah, it is, and that lots of children now are drawn to Reiki and they do come for treatments, and unfortunately anxiety is quite common within children, and again due to the pressures.
Yeah.
But I'm still grateful, it still fascinates me, and it's just an amazing energy just filled with love, and that's the way I see it. It's the energy of love. And
that's one of the things that I love about how you speak about Reiki, Mel, is how kind of enamoured you are with it all these years later.
Yeah.
You know, and you always speak about how it's just Reiki and it's perfect and it works every time.
It is. It doesn't need changing. It's just, it is the energy of love, and I think as long as you stay completely grateful and humbled by it, you know, and never ever take credit for the healings, because it's the client, it's the person connected with the energy that does it all. You just simply channel, and it fascinates me, and it never feels like work, and I'm blessed to say it's a full-time job every day.
That is I love that, because I'm feeling that, Mel.
Sorry.
I'm really Keep going, girl. Bring it on. And just to touch back on what you're saying about how important it is for children
Absolutely.
to feel that they have a way of coping, a way of connecting back to themselves, to allow themselves to feel empowered to deal with everyday life.
Absolutely, and it's vitally important for all children to feel that. And there are many other methods, obviously, when we look at mindfulness and positive affirmations. But Reiki just seems to really work.
Yeah,
they really enjoy it.
It is a thing of beauty, and especially when I'll say with my daughter. Sorry, Nyla. It's really nice to see that she can just receive without having to make an effort, without having to try so hard.
Yeah.
And it's like probably one of the few times in her day-to-day life that she's able to just settle into herself like that.
Exactly, and it just works. Even if you have resistance to it, even if you're apprehensive, if it's your first experience of Reiki, it will work regardless. It has a far higher consciousness, I think, than we can really comprehend. And it just works where it needs to go. It knows what it needs to do. And the results that it brings, from all different levels, emotional, physical, mentally, spiritually, it really does kind of have that transformative effect.
Definitely, without having to try or believe or think or anything.
Yeah.
So we love that.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I love that. Final question for you, darling. What made you to decide to incorporate Reiki as an everyday part of your life?
I don't think that was a decision I was fully conscious of. I think it was a natural progression. I think a lot of it was letting go of the control and the fear that whether it would support me, and just flowing and following the path that my heart wanted to follow, and trusting that the universe has your back. And I think with Reiki especially, it is so supported by the universe that doors open for you, that people are naturally inquisitive, they naturally gravitate towards it, and it's just the opportunities, and it's being aware of the signs and synchronicities, and following and embracing those. And from then on, it's just been a flow with the Reiki, and obviously things have developed from that, such as the meditation and the crystals and many other workshops. But Reiki's where my heart is, it's where it all stemmed from, and it really is what lights me up the most.
I love that, because you're bringing it back to the energy of love.
Yeah, it is, exactly, of which we're all connected.
And it's just so perfect how you actually embody that in real life.
Yeah, definitely. It is it's in everything. Reiki is in everything.
I love that. Gush more.
Sorry.
Don't be shy. No, I love it. It's brilliant, Mel. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for being my first Reiki Revelation interview.
I'm honoured. Thank you.
And I just want to say, guys, this is like a really cool thing. You can go check Mel out at mel-reiki.com.
That's the one.
Amazing courses. Crystal, what have you got coming up?
Angel card reading course.
When's that?
That is next Wednesday. Loads. Reiki 2 courses. Yeah, it's full. There's a Reiki 1 course if anyone's interested in Reiki 1 on the 3rd and 4th of December, plus lots of retreats next year, etc.
Portugal next year. It's amazing. You've got to absolutely check it out. So check into Mel, check into me, check into Reiki Revelations, because it's all about connecting and seeing the parallels that we have. And understanding that sometimes something that someone else says will resonate with you and it will just click for you. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.